Have you ever wondered why it's so difficult to get better at golf when you hit thousands of golf balls practicing your swing? Well, what I'm about to share in this video could change everything for you. This could give you these things that we're always chasing as golfers: power, control, and consistency. And the best part is you only have to practice this for 2 minutes a day to really see incredible results with your golf game. So for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Harry, a golf teach professional, posting content just like this every single week to help you lower your scores. So consider clicking that subscribe button, as it helps me produce more content like this, and it's completely free to do. Now, the 2-minute tip I'm going to show you, the move, the drill that I'm going to show you in this video is all to do with the lead arm. Now, when you take a look at a lot of the tour players, especially when they make the way into the downswing, this lead arm is always in control. Yes, they get this great rotation, great downswing sequence, but at the end of the day, their arm structure, in particular with their lead arm, is very, very solid. It's in control, it's nice and straight, and it's encouraging the hands to always stay ever so slightly ahead of that club face as we make our way through to hit the golf ball. But what I tend to see a lot of golfers do in person, online lessons, as well as just on a regular basis, is that from this face-on view, as they make their way into the downswing, this lead arm will begin to break. It'll begin to break and flex as they make their way into the downswing, and we see a lot of this disconnection take place here. When we get disconnected, we get the loss of power. When we get this lead arm flaring outwards like this here, this affects the strike because, as you can see, I'm not really going to leave my hands ahead of the club face here. That club face is going to end up overtaking, so we get those ground contacts first, thin contacts as well. And to time this action here through impact, it's very difficult to get that club face bang on square every time, which is why we see those shots going to the right, shots going left, also shots going too far and too short. Now, what I made the mistake of doing is when I worked so hard on trying to get my lead arm into a more controlled position on the way down to hitting the golf ball, I made the mistake of trying really hard to force my handle to stay ahead all the way up until this position here. Now, the problem with this is my elbow is facing away from me, and the butt end of my elbow is obviously facing towards this corner angle here. Why is that an issue? Well, if I was just to continue this motion with my lead arm, look what happens. We get this disconnection eventually. We get this arm moving in a way that eventually I have to start flexing it like this, getting this chicken wing on the way through. But it's also encouraging me here to leave the club face way open. So rather than this dragging of the handle sensation to be able to keep those hands ahead, we want to be doing it by allowing the arm to naturally rotate over. So this action that I've just done there, just with my lead arm, you can do this by standing up. Stand up with me now and give this a try. If you were to stand, imagining that you're into your posture and setup position, and you just simply allow your arm to go from this neutral position where the palm is facing towards this side on camera here, where your glove logo will be facing towards your actual target. As you make your way into the backswing, you're not going to rotate all the way up to the top, because if you did, the arm would want to start flexing. So we just want to get it to about parallel on the way back. So the glove logo here is facing towards the face on camera angle here on the way through, rather than keeping that logo facing towards the face on camera angle. We want that to rotate over. So the palm is now facing towards the face on camera angle here. The reason for this is because look what happens when I influence this move with the golf club in my hand here. I'm going to take my lead hand onto the golf club and I'm moving into the backswing. So my glove logo is facing towards the face on view. Whilst on this camera angle here, I'm just ensuring that the club is ever so slightly on an angle here, this almost 45-degree angle we like to see for the plane of the golf swing. As I begin to make my way into the downswing, I'm just encouraging the arm to rotate over. And when I let this arm, especially my forearm in particular, rotate over, this is going from an internal rotated position where the arm rotates inwards towards the body to an externally rotated position. So in order for us to get decent compression onto our irons and better golf shots, more controlled golf shots, we don't want to hold this angle and drag the handle forwards. We want to be able to allow the club head to rotate over. That doesn't mean allowing the wrist to move to release the golf club. This is simply you going like this. You're going internally, you're rotating the arm internally on the way into your backswing, and on the downswing you are externally rotating that arm. So as you make your way into the backswing and downswing, practicing this, you can grip down the club if it feels a little bit too heavy. I've got an 8 iron here just as I start to get used to this. Because of that reason, it gets a bit heavy at times. I'm just simply focusing on getting my glove logo to face away from me here. And then on the downswing, I'm just ensuring that that glove logo faces behind me. And we can see here an ever so slight flexion is actually taking place as I make my way through to this finished position here. But if we were just to replay that from the face-on view in slow motion and really break this down and zoom in onto what happens with my lead arm at impact, what do you notice? My hands are actually ever so slightly ahead of the club face at the moment of where we would hit the golf ball, but also the arm is in a nice, straight and controlled position. That's why a lot of the tour players are able to get this incredible release on the way through, but still be able to get their hands ever so slightly ahead of the club face at the moment of impact. It's that control, it's also adding that speed. It's allowing your arm, your lead arm in particular, to do what it's supposed to do with the human body, with the mechanics of the human body, rather than internally rotating and dragging this away. We are simply just going internal to external. So again, just you can make a couple of practice swings back and forth, just getting used to this action. But the question is, how can you start building this up once you practice this for 2 minutes a day for a couple of days? How can you start building this up into your full golf swing? Now, just before I dive into that, if you are new to the channel, I am a golf coach and I provide in-person and online lessons to suit your golf swing. So if you'd like more information on this, feel free to check out the links in the description below if you're looking for more personalized coaching to suit your golf swing. Now, to be able to apply this into the full swing, it's really important that we learn how to hit golf shots simply doing this at ease, but with one arm only. If you can crack this, it's going to make the full swing, as you can imagine, so much easier. Now, if I was just to go back to what I had the tendency of doing when I was working so hard and trying to keep my hands ahead of the club face at impact, look what happens when I try and hit this golf shot one-handed with my lead arm. I'm going to make my way into the top of the backswing, and then I'm going to swing through. What you can see there is I get this internal rotation on the backswing, and on the way through I hold this angle all the way through to finish. And that's because I've gone internally rotated, I've held this angle all the way through to finish. So what's leading the race to hit that golf ball? This hosel side of the golf club. And that's why I shanked that one and it's gone low, right. Such a miserable shot to play. Let's get that out of the system. So now I want you to focus on hitting a shot instead of doing what I just did then, letting that glove logo continue to face this face on camera angle here. I'm going to get you just to get the glove logo to face away. And to make this easier, place your trail hand onto your lead tricep muscle here. And as you make your way into the backswing and downswing, just ensure that you're keeping this more tucked in. As soon as this starts to move away, we are not allowing the arm to rotate over when it should. If we hold this angle too long, it's game over and you're going to hit the shot that I just hit then. Not nice. So, and that was definitely a better strike on that one. Nice little bit of a draw. Obviously nowhere near far enough to get it towards the green. But we could see if we were to replay those two golf swings side by side, just taking a look at the face-on views of this, what you'll notice in particular is the first one, that dragging of the handle towards the target causes those inconsistent golf shots. The one that we want to be promoting is allowing that forearm and the arm of the lead arm to rotate over into a stronger, better, reliable finish position. And that's the difference there between the poor ball striking and the good ball striking. So now you've got used to this, I want you to hit at least 10 to 20 shots just getting used to this before you start to add in your trail arm. Now when you add in your trail arm, think of the trail arm as a guide, just to help you get the lead arm into the correct position. So lead arm into this position here, lead arm into this position here. So taking my trail hand onto the golf club as I normally would, rehearsing that motion there and allowing my lead arm to go over. Now you will feel when you do this that your right forearm is doing the opposite action. It's going from this external rotation now, where it's rotating away from the body to start off with, to internal rotation on the way through. The internal rotation, however, is going to happen at the moment of impact and just past impact, not over here. It's going to happen afterwards. So as long as you focus on what this lead arm does from this point here to this point here, the trail arm will just follow, very much so naturally, without you having to think about it too much. That one was definitely a much better, more controlled swing back and forth, and me just making pretty much half a swing there, I've been able to hit the ball pretty far with the 8-iron. Same feeling there, working my way here through to here, just then allowing that bigger motion. So when you allow this bigger motion, a simple technique that you can think of is butt end of the golf club here to face away and to face to target. So you can see there the difference in the way my arm has moved just because I'm focusing on what this butt end of the club does. Backswing, it's going to face away towards this side on camera here. If I hold that angle, it's no good. I want that to face towards the target. Full swing, back and forth. And that was a nice strike, drawing ever so slightly to the left. Again, that's pretty acceptable considering that I'm focused on really getting my forearm to rotate over. But taking a look at what that looks like on the face-on view, we can see at impact that the lead arm is nice and straight. It's nice and under control. So how can we stop them from going too far left like that one there? Well, with driver, because of the way it is built, we want to be getting that upward motion, releasing the club head a little bit earlier to promote those more draw bias shapes. Well, we don't really need to worry too much about changing things, but when it comes to the irons, of course, we want more compression. So to get more compression and start that golf ball further to the right, all I want you to do is when you're rehearsing this move back and forth with your lead arm only, I just want you to encourage the feeling from the downswing to get your belt buckle up and through. Look what that's encouraging my upper body to do. It's encouraging my upper body to transfer weight earlier, and that's going to delay the club face from rotating over. Not only just that, but because we're pushing this way, we're more likely to hit the golf ball on that more descending angle. Attack angle being downwards onto the irons, and that's where we get that awesome compression from. So that feeling of the belt buckle from the downswing to go up and through to target, that's going to really help you delay that club face rotation and see the golf shots go too far left, but it's also going to help you get way more compression. So same feeling, both hands onto the golf club, up to the halfway point here, and pushing that belt buckle up and through as you allow this lead arm to rotate over. So you can see straight away on that one, I've been able to get that to start right of target as opposed to starting straight and curving too far to the left. I didn't hit that one, I must admit, directly out the middle. I did hit that one ever so slightly ground first, so I'm going to try one more. Definitely better on that one there. I'll take that one to finish off ever so slightly left of the flag, but as long as you encourage more of the body to shift forward and rotate. That's going to really help you square things up with that club face. So go ahead and give us a try and comment down below to let me know how you get on from watching this video. This has really helped a lot of my students improve their golf swings. It saved them spending hours and hours hitting thousands of golf balls. And if this does save you hitting loads of golf balls at the driving range and you find a feel that works great in your golf swing from this, I'd recommend clicking that subscribe button, as there's loads more content just like this coming your way to help you further improve your game. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below for my in-person and online coaching. Be sure to check out any of these two videos over here for more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in one of those two over there.